Welcome back to GunnslingerTV. We're doing a Q&A. Y'all got us, I think, 20 questions, so we're going to get into this and answer y'all's questions.
What headsets do y'all use?
We use EarTech headsets. They're ultra light or something like that, but EarTechs, that's who we use. We use the one piece, one side, because if you do two and someone's talking on the back, you can't hear them. They have to have a headset. So we just run that single one.
How many people help on the boat?
Just got a new captain. His name's Brad, and we have one mate right now. Looking for some more right now. We have a meeting Monday for that, so hopefully at least 3 mates, 2 mates. But right now, it's 3 people, usually.
What's the goals for next season?
Goal for next season is Triple Crown.
Do good, catch a lot of fish, just keep it up.
Yeah, so probably I want to catch a bluefin for sure next season, and as soon as the quota's open in the Gulf, I want to go do that. But probably I want to put a 800 pounder on the deck for sure next season. So that's our goals.
What kind of motors does the big boat have?
So we're running MTUs right now in this boat, and I don't know the 2600, MTU 2600s. I think another question was how fast this boat, so it's pushing.
What's the top speed?
Yeah, so it's one of the fastest boats in the fleets. We usually, I think shotgun start where we had that weight in the back, so it kind of helped us. But when we got out there in that video, I was like, yeah, I think they're all about 60 miles behind us at the spur. That's where everybody was, and we were just going. But yeah, so 40s. High 40s is the top speed on this boat.
What's some of the dream fish you'd wish to catch?
My dream fish is a rooster fish. I want to go catch a rooster fish. That's probably the coolest freaking fish I've ever seen.
What's a rooster fish?
It's just a fish that's got some crazy looking things on the.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
It's literally probably one of my opinion is the prettiest fish I've ever seen. Pretty crazy. What about you?
Big black marlin.
A big black.
Well,
You gotta
black marlin.
You gotta tell them what we're talking about.
A big black marlin.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I mean,
On the Great Barrier.
yeah. If I had to choose one fish, like even over the rooster fish, an albino marlin, an albino blue, they're pretty wild. And Sarah's over here. She's hiding. Sarah, what's your dream fish? You don't have one?
It was a tuna.
Yeah, it was two.
How big was it?
156.
And then the next question is,
What's the biggest fish y'all have caught?
the biggest fish we've caught and killed is a 564 pound blue marlin. And it's actually hanging up by the tackle room when we had that intro. And the biggest fish we've hooked and brought to the boat and released was Clark's fish.
We caught it 650 to 700 pounds. It was a big blue marlin. Caught it in like 30 minutes, just came up lazy next to the boat. Really cool. About 3 years ago.
We did hook up on probably a 900 plus on the Invincible, and that's a 30-minute story. That was crazy, but we broke that off. That would have been the biggest fish for sure.
When did y'all start fishing?
So we started before that, but blue marlin fishing, first tournament was 2013, and it was the ECBC tournament. Won 9 years, so we finally won. We've won a couple, but we weren't up there with the heavy hitters like that with the 6 figures. So that was probably our biggest accomplishment this year. And I mean, you put 3 or 6 figures on for a tuna, that's wild. So we're happy with that. We're ready for some more of those 6-figure numbers next year.
Why did y'all start fishing?
We started fishing. We had that first trip. We went out there a few times and caught some blackfin. So funny story is, we went out there and we smashed a blackfin. I mean, smashed, and we thought we were freaking. We just went out there and destroyed the tuna. We were so happy. Came home, posted the pictures, and I was like, "What's that bait for? Why y'all catch that bait? Why y'all eating that bait? Or what are y'all doing with that bait?" We were like, "Bait." To find out it was blackfin. And we were just catching all the bait that we used today and put in the tuna tube. So we were just like, oh, well, we like the old rigs. Let's go back out there and catch the yellowfin. So went out there, caught some yellowfin. We're like, all right, this is fun. Went back out there, caught some mahi, wahoo, then hooked a blue marlin for on that ECBC tournament. And we're like, yep, all right, this is it. This is what we want to do. And during the summer, instead of going to the beach every day and stuff, this is what we want to do. And I mean, I think that's why everybody started, is that first blue marlin and us going to the rigs. And it's so peaceful out there, and you get away from everybody.
What was y'all's first boat?
Our first big boat was the Cabo, and it was
40-foot Cabo, Will Express. Bad little boat. I mean, we buy one now, we would for somewhere else. I mean, that boat's a little bad the bone little boat. We drove that thing to the old rigs back, and it's wide open. I mean, you're not supposed to run it wide open, but we did. I mean, it was a fun boat.
Why do y'all go to the old rigs to catch blue marlin?
So this question is, you don't have to go to the old rigs. They're everywhere. Where the water's nice and there's bait. That's the key. Bait and the water's nice, and just where the bait is. The old rigs, they're just basically a fad. Just a big giant fad. That they're always there. They'll never move unless they take them out, take them and move them somewhere else. But they're always going to be there. There's always bait there. It's just sometimes blue water comes in and makes it just even better. I mean, you can catch them in green water. Everyone says you can't catch that, but we proved everybody wrong last year. We fished in green water all last year, wiped out all these big heavy hitters in a center console. The Invincible, wiped them out. Catching them in front of their bow and going over the radio saying, hey, we just hooked up. We need y'all to get out of the way. And they're like, that's my fish, that's my fish. And we're like, oh, we got them. But that's really the reason we go over there, because that's where the water's at, that's where the bait's at, and that's what we've been doing lately. But you can always go out, right out front, and catch them where it's deep water and the water's good.
Do y'all plan on fishing in different countries?
I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but just be ready. So we got some big things planned for that, so y'all be ready for that.
Do you have a favorite all-around dredge?
I like the blue squid dredge the most. It's a 2 umbrella, whatever you like to call it, but it's a 2 little squids, big squids. It looks real good in the water, pulls great, and that's my favorite one. My
favorite is the new one Strike Point sent out. Green squid, smalls and bigs, and then silver mullet and pink mullet. And the mullet rattle, so I mean, that's crazy action underwater. And when we're up there, it looks great underneath the water. So that's probably my favorite dredge.
What reels do y'all use?
We used the Shimano 80 Tiagras, and what else we use?
We got 130s.
Yeah, we got 130s.
We don't use them as much as we used to, but we got them. We got 130s, 50s, 80s, all in Tiagras. Then we got some Terranos 50s and 30s. Then we got a couple old Internationals, some 30s and 80s. Then we got all our light tackle and stuff like that.
And then we just got the new Speedmasters.
Yeah, some Speedmaster 16s for dink bait fishing and snapper fishing.
Band stalls.
Yeah, a lot of stalls.
Got a bunch of stalls.
All our Shimano jigging reels.
How fast are the cigarette boats?
Top speed on the cigarette boat, on the black one, on red bottom, it hit 82, I think, or maybe 86, and the white one was 82. I'm confused, but I think I get that white one at 86. Give me a good day, I think I get it. He's over there saying he can't, or I can't, but I think I could.
Final question. Why did y'all start?
I mean, what we do. I mean, we're doing these giant tournaments, and there's really not a lot of YouTubers in that field. And I was like, hey Clark, I told everybody, I was like, what do y'all think about, let's just start filming and showing everybody basically our life, what we do during the summer, winter, and everything. My dad was like, hey, y'all do so much crazy things, y'all, I don't know why y'all haven't done it. And as soon as he said that, I was like, all right, gotta find some camera guys. So big shout out to One Shot Creation and Cody and Noah for today. That's really about it. That's why we started. My brother tried, and he had a couple different camera guys, and they were all right, but they weren't as good as Cody and them. So we're giving Cody a chance. He's doing great so far, and I haven't seen anything that I didn't like. So thank y'all for that. All right, and that one question was what? The bass?
Yeah. What's the biggest bass y'all have caught?
The biggest bass I've caught was a 13-pounder.
My biggest is a 7-pounder. Not that big. Well, compared to his.
Yeah, mine would have ate his. Sarah's is a 5. No, a 6 actually. Sorry about that.
When'd you catch a 6-pounder?
Golf course. And then I think my dad's is like a 2. And I forgot to mention, we're building a new store, so you don't want to miss that. Hit that subscribe button and the notification so you don't miss that. Because if you do, you may never get one of these shirts because we only make a few of those. So you don't want to miss that. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.